the Ministry of Public Works, Dosot, is a very good time to be here and along the RIA Road. That's the Rabos International Airport Road. And as you see here, works are ongoing, contrary to some of these negative sensations that have been permeating the media landscape. So as you can see, as the dry season fast ensues and works are ongoing, civil works here are ongoing. So today we are here at the Minister of Public Works and Madam Ruth Coker-Collins, who is on bended knees. And in fact, since this week she's been along this corridor, ensuring that these works can be done within time. And given the fact that the dry season is ensuing, so you see here the works have been expedited. So my name is Simon Gamner, coming to you live from the Smendotis end, where the RIA Road project reconstruction and expansion of the RIA Road project is ongoing. And this idea was birthed owing to the fact that the road, since it was built in the 40s, it has been very, very narrow. And another thing about this road corridor too is the fact that it's usually dark. So the expansion and reconstruction of the road will see a new RIA road, a very new RIA road. So East International is the contractor, and they are working in locks, and there are some other portions of the road where you have some other companies and providing some subcontractor services. So this aspect of the road is currently being done by RIA Road number 5. They are the one doing the lot from RIA towards the Junk River Bridge. And we have an international consultancy firm that is also providing engineering consultancy services, Ishint from South Korea. So as you can see, progressive works have been done here, contrary to some of these negative and sensational headlines and propaganda. So today the Minister of Public Works will be addressing some of those issues. We're also hoping to speak with the Chief Architect of the Ministry, who will also be providing some information and counteracting some of those information that have been released to the public. So welcome to it. This is the RIA Road. This is the RIA Road, and you will see most of these pop cars as we enter the dry season. And what many people don't seem to understand is the fact that during the rainy season you don't do much civil works when it comes to construction. So the Minister of Public Works, Madam Ruth Coker-Collins, is here already. Even the Chief Architect is already here. So I'm trying to establish contact with them. And like she announced on the local radio OKFM this morning, some part of the road will experience pavement works, but the dry season in March. So they are working on modalities of ensuring that the project is in line with a stipulated time frame. And so I'm still trying to get the Public Works Minister, Madam Ruth Coker-Collins, alongside the Chief Architect of the Republic of Liberia at the Ministry of Public Works. And so you see, works are ongoing, contrary to this propaganda that are normally spewed by people who are are anti-developmental in their approach to road works. So the reconstruction of this road and expansion as well of this road was due to the fact that the road was narrow and that the road normally at night is dark. So you see Mr. Emmanuel Brady is from the PIU, that's the Project Implementation Unit for the RIA Road. And so they will mark a milestone when the road is completed. And we see there have been some progress made. I remember a year or two back, during the rainy season, this place was very, very impassable, was very, very flooded. And since the construction of the road, we have not experienced a flooding situation yet, and these things are not being commended. The water used to go all into people's homes. There's a community, there's a building here, you see that building from the fire. During the last rainy season, I think a couple of years back, that whole area you see used to be very, very flooded. But since the construction of this road, the flooding situation has subsided. And these are things people should be commending. So, Madam Minister, can we talk to you now?
Yeah, before you can speak to me, I would like you to talk to the safety and our safety person, Gigi, to speak more for the safety, because right now it's really, we cannot do most of the work we need to do. So the safety issue, that's why we really put in place today, the entire week. We are really trying to enforce it because we started before, but we're trying to speak to
Gigi, welcome to the DOSO.
Thank you very much.
It's your own camera, the Ministry of Public Works Communication.
I'm very happy to be on the ministry's camera.
Gigi, there has been this issue regarding safety. You care to speak to that? Just recently, a vehicle left the main route and got into one of the ditches, and just let us show what are some of those safety measures you've put in.
Oh, thank you very much. That was an unfortunate situation actually, but you know, like in life things happen. It's not like we don't have safety, policies or safety measures that have been put in. If you really follow the trend from where the vehicle entered the place, the vehicle passed through, where you had the tires that have been placed with the color on it, even the drums there, he passed through all those places and went to the ditch. That was very unfortunate. That's what we.
And that would have been avoided, in fact.
Yes, it would have been, because there's a detour on the right and there's a sign that says keep left at each point that you will see over there. You see the sign that says on it, keep left, detour, keep right. So I don't know, but it was an unfortunate situation, like I said. So we are here to make sure that we reinforce all the safety measures that have been placed here. You see over there we got the iron metal poles that we're placing along every covered area to prevent cars from going in there. And we also placing all the safety poles. We are going to put
you will carry us on a galley tour later.
Okay.
I just want to know some of those new safety measures you've managed to put in.
Oh, like I said, we are bringing drums. We are bringing new drums. We'll put the cement in it, and then we'll try to elevate the safety signs, and we'll bring in more tires and do more painting. We're adding up to we're bringing in new specs as well to reinforce, and we'll do more safety tips on them. We are hoping, and we're doing more signs. You see, even if you see the truck there, you'll see that we're bringing more signs to the site, and we are even trying to cover up for where the covers are done. We are filling in. So as we go along, I will show you. You will see that they have done the first part. They are compacting it before we do the second part. So we're trying to make sure that if we can complete that this week, then we'll have cars using the new road now, and the detail will just be there for another route.
Does the rain to have any adverse impact on the work?
A lot of impact. Especially right now with the hard precipitation we have in Liberia, and we are using we are using these kind of material. So when it rains, it gets slippery and it gets wet and it gets muddy. So we are begging the public, knowing that construction is taking place on this route, please drive with care. Follow the signs that we have on the road. You will see the turn left, turn right sign, slow down. We are appealing to the public to please take caution of this. It's raining, and normally when it's raining, the road is wet. It's not safe for over speeding. So we would like to say, please drive with caution and please follow the safety signs that are on the road. so that we all can go through this process safely, so that we can avoid all the accidents, you know, as much as possible.
But there were accidents prior to the reconstruction of this road.
There have always been accidents. That's one thing we cannot rule out. There have always been accidents, and normally it's because of fast driving. But then, you know, when you're doing construction now, in the construction phase, even you stand more chance if you do not pay attention and if you drive with speed. All right, you have more incidents. So we just begging it. Like today we got the lines. Even the flag people, you see the flag here. I've been here today since morning. You don't even have to be begging the drivers to go slow. They see you working, but they still coming with speed.
So this has to be done and gently.
Yes.
It has to be done gently.
Yes.
Both the workers as well as the community, the drivers, and just everybody.
Yes, everybody have to work together because this is for us. When this road is done, we'll have the kind of road we desire, and we'll have a bigger lane. So this is for the development of the country. So we all need to work together.
All right, thank you, Didi. Gigi, we will get back to you. Gideon. Say again.
Gideon.
All right, so Gideon, we will get back to you.
Right.
Like I said, you will put us on carry us on a guided tour, and where those sound posts will be placed.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to follow them.
Sure, no problem. I will gladly take you around to show you the safety measures we are putting in place.
All right,
nice
all right.
talking to my own people. All right, bye-bye.
All right. So there you have it, Didi. Now we have been joined by the chief architect. He was called his full name. He is the chief architect at the Ministry of Public Works. And the reason for which we thought to bring the chief architect is because there have been some propaganda. I don't want to say media reports, but there have been some propaganda and surrounding the works here that have been done along the RIA Road. And there is one person too who is claiming to be, I don't know how to term it, was Adolphus Magreti, who has provided some information to the public, and we want to know the other side of it. I think that's what good journalism entails, balancing whatever information is put out. And he spoke, granted, but you should have gone to the Ministry of Public Works to inquire from the technicians there. Most of the media institutions are now following the ABC. But today we are here to talk about what some of the issues he's raised. I'm not an architect, so the chief architect, Heron. Say again.
Henry Coker-Collins.
Heron, the works here have come under attack by Magreti. What could be your own response professionally? Say that there was not a feasibility study done, and all sorts of issues that were raised.
First of all, I've known Mr. Magreti for years. Mr. Magreti became president of the RIA Road. I was one of the persons who investigated and found out that Mr. Magreti wasn't even an architect.
Oh, he's not an architect?
Yeah, he didn't go to architecture school. He didn't go to architecture school, and he's not an architect. Moreover, he's claiming to be an engineer. Mr. Magreti, all I've known of him is he's a plumber. He's a plumber. He's somebody who has plumbing training, and that's all. Mr. Magreti is not an architect.
So why?
And listen, I'll put out this challenge publicly. It happened before. I did a Facebook post. I'll put out the challenge publicly to him. Let Mr. Magreti tell us the university he graduated from and which year. And we have an open system. We investigate to find out. I mean, if anybody else should be criticizing this road construction, let an engineer come forward. Not Mr. Magreti. I know Mr. Magreti well.
So he's just a mere plumber, and he's been raising some of the...
He's not an architect. No, I openly post this challenge. Let him come up with the university he graduated from as an architect or engineer. Let him just come on the year. And we investigate. Maybe a degree got missing.
Maybe we need to invite Martin Colley, who professes to be a credential checker.
Maybe his degree got missing during the Civil War. Let him just tell us the year he graduated and the university he graduated.
Wow.
Then we'll take it from there. I've known him.
Now, some of the issues he raised, one of them is the issue of feasibility study. He claimed that there was no feasibility study done on the road.
No, that's not true. There were feasibility studies done on this road during the Ellen regime. There were feasibility studies done on the road during the Ellen regime. Mr. Magreti should know what I'm talking about. I want engineers to come forth Not people like Mr. McCready.
He's just a plumber, you mean?
He's just a plumber. He's just a plumber. Let him come. If you see me now, let him respond.
Now you being a professional engineer, what's your own reading?
Professional architect.
Professional architect. What's your own reading of the ongoing works along the RIA Road?
Okay, there are safety issues that are being addressed now as we speak. This morning there are safety issues being addressed. You understand? As a result of what happened on the road there without fellow jumping in the water or in the drainage there. And this is our unfortunate situation. We regret it. You understand? And those issues are being addressed now to put into play further safety measures. But the engineering, the Ministry of Public Works has qualified professionals, including the chief engineer. We all people, and there are a lot of people out there that know. We all people that are qualified and we got the training. So a plumber somewhere shouldn't be standing on and condemn what is being done here.
Maybe he doesn't have the technical know-how.
No, he doesn't have that technical know-how or the experience, the training to condemn what is done here. I mean, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. Even the medical doctors, they mistakenly kill people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
But if they are to be critiqued, they shouldn't be. They can be critiqued by a plumber, who is restricted to a.
And that's a fact about it that irritates you, it seems.
Yeah, that's why it irritates me. That's the reason I came here this morning. That's the reason I drove here this morning, because McCready shouldn't be the one to condemn road works. He shouldn't be the one. He doesn't even have that training. And that's
all
what
right.
I want to say.
So, Mr. Heron, Dumawood will get back to you as the name arises. So, like you heard, and the fellow Adolfo McGreedy has come under a serious attack, and he has professed to be a professional architect who has been critiquing the road works here along the RIA Road. But there you have it, the chief architect of the Republic of Liberia, and has launched an attack that the gentleman in question is just a plumber. So how can a plumber critique a very professional engineering work here along the RIA Road? I just hope and pray our man Martin Colley will look into that. Martin is doing a pretty good work, but we just hope and pray that his works will be balanced so that it cuts across every other person. An attack has been launched by the chief architect against the Adolfo McGreedy, that he's a mere plumber who doesn't have the technical know-how to critique the works that are ongoing here. So there you have it. As you can see, the safety team along the road here have increased. The safety team has increased the safety measures. I see new mentors have been brought in. The Public Works Minister, Madam Ruth Coker-Collins, is also here. We'll be getting to her very shortly. So all we can say to the Liberian people is patience. Patience. The work needs patience. In some other countries, the road have been closed for the road works to go on. But because this corridor is the busiest, may I say, the most important aviation facility in the country, the RIA is along this area, so you will have the road to be busy. Owing to that, the road will not be closed. So in fact, in spite of that, it doesn't in any way mean that people can just drive here anyhow, like the situation that we witnessed recently. So when you drive along the RIA road, you drive with care. At the end of the project, when the road is completed, a full-lane road with a median divider in the middle, lighting all over the place, the glory goes to the Liberian people. So it's not just about the CDC-led administration that has taken the initiative to expand the road. So the glory goes to the Liberian people, because in terms of infrastructure, we will see improvement along and this corridor. This is an international highway. This is an international highway. We all complain in town past that the road was very narrow. The road was built in the 40s. This road was built in the 40s. We experienced some accidents along this corridor. It's not just now that we've seen some accidents. We experience accidents as well. So due to the narrowness of this road and the fact that the road usually is dark, the government has decided to reconstruct the road and to expand the road. So they're doing just that, and they are committed to ensuring that the RIA Road is reconstructed so that it adds to the infrastructural aesthetics of our country. So I'm making my way now to the Public Works Minister, Madam Ruth Coker-Collins. She's very keen on the work that is currently ongoing. I see an excavator. So there you have it, and a very damning attack on Adolfo Baghetti. Today I'm told that he's a plumber. Wow. So Madam Minister, so there you have it. Madam Minister, can we talk to you now? Yeah, so as we fast approach the dry season, you care to tell us some of those and new strategies that you've employed to expedite the works along the RIA.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for being on time, for joining us this morning on the field. Like you said, the whole week will be have all the sessions. So we are enforcing all the safety measures that helping solve our problem that we don't think that. So what we see now as the base coat, we have the high court. That's why we're using now the back building. Because our strategy at first, strategy is to do the left side and do the drainage capacity, the house covered, the left side. And then we close the right side. And after completing with the left side, we open it out to the corner. So that's what you see. We were between the system where the ring was merged, we didn't have used the material that was used. But we saw the need that we use the base the test laboratory by using our base code to have all of those covered, the coverage line, all the material. And we open the left side and we still open this because we cannot do more of the so making sure this is the before that we are closing, there's no before. This is the before where you see car flying on. And this is the mean street, you see also there's no car here. So there are a lot of detours that don't arrive. The thing that we need to do, we regret, and whatever happened with accident and the situation, we ourselves, we feel for those that, it happens so long. Everybody should drive the clear. There's a project site. Looking at the environment working is very much narrow. So I approach all on the left and right side, trying to match it by pavement and this type of thing. We will not go deep to the people community. So the next case we have to work with it, that's what we're working with. So all of the project site. So I will put the understand and I hear people say there's no feasibility study. Or a lot of feasibility study done. Even like someone done in the past regime, even our regime, the consulting that we're using right now, they also did of feasibility study, and that one we're using to village road. So the project is a unique project, is in organized place. Everything, every aspect like I was saying, there's working different, is working with the project. The only challenge that we have is the issue of the safety to the best of our knowledge, to do our best to make sure that every area before you reach the road bridges will have a speed breaker and they'll stop. You will not be driving the speed, the speed below the speed, or lower the speed. So that means the entire week will find ourselves here in the field where we'll be trying to go into the trenching and then get the install the next week. We are on board. So the entire part of it is a lot of people, but now we are going for it. It's really, we cannot do more of pavement.
Now you talk about pavement, yeah. I overheard that you also start pavement works in March.
In the dry season, we will experience pavement on the RIA highway on both sides, on the airport side, from the side. Like we said, we will have some problems with RIA roads and what.
Now, do you sometimes feel, let me be a little bit personal, depressed when all of these reports come out? Sometimes you being a female, I know you get so much pressure. Do you sometimes feel depressed?
Like yesterday, I was feeling so bad because my sister, like I started receiving information that there was an accident, and I didn't know who it was, how the case was. I had to leave my house. I was on the side of the road back yesterday. We saw the car, and the situation was not good, and we hope that whoever that was involved, people were very close, but that's something that we keep saying. Let us take our time. There's a construction ongoing. I felt bad yesterday.
So do you think some of the attacks could be political, or you think that people just feel that the right thing should be done?
I would say most of it is political. Yes, political. Because if you look at the fact that the RIA was got a lot of lines coming out of the and it's going too political, that's what I can say. And I encourage the public not to go too political with this road. There is engineering, though there are a bit of engineering, a political engineering, but let us do the technical part. Let's do the technical part, and you can do the politics later on. What we want is that what we want is that we want this road to be paved. And the good thing about the road is not just about flashing roads and floating off the first people did the road before, and then they were looking good. This is a 4-lane road that's being built. It's a 4-lane road that is being built. It's a new construction. So it's not something going to be quite long. We're going to remove all the exterior material from both sides, and get the heart of the road.
So that's why some say it is a RIA modernization and expansion and project.
Yes, yeah, of course. So one thing the road that this road will do is that they will uplift the entire country. Like this road was building the country, but this RIA road was building the country. So they will just redeem. Some were building a 4-lane on the highway. It's a good thing. But the entire country is just broken. Everything that doing with the road and the benefit from this project, everything that doing with the road and benefit from this project, let us stop politicizing this RIA project, because it's something that will benefit the entire country. We know RIA before, because the road was very narrow, there are a lot of cases.
Minister, will you come closer a bit, because we were talking about safety issue. We're talking about safety issues, so we gotta take some preventive measures, because no, I gotta protect the public servant, the minister too. Yeah. So minister, now another issue, the road normally is dark. During the construction of the road, are you also considering the lighting of this road as well?
Yeah, in the project, we will have street lights on both sides. In the construction project, we have a resting shelter on the left side for rural community to benefit. There are a lot of things that are coming along with the project. We'll have a meeting in the road that will divide both things. The road is so beautiful until I can't even imagine where it will. I can't wait for it to finish. So there are a lot of plans that are going to just be a little bit and give us the time to do our work. And do the political part for their side and leave the rest of the RIA to us. People coming on here and saying RIA is a death trap. And then I wait for that matter, because people find the road being good, they move with speed, and they are being
we Liberians, we are good at characterizing things. So
let us leave the RIA highway and we understand that what in our mind that there's a construction story. To drive with fear and stop doing the speed.
I think one of the issues when the road is completed and turned over to the people of Liberia, that will mark a major boost for the government of Liberia through His Excellency. So, don't you think it is a legacy that is being fought?
I want to believe so. I want to actually believe so that private people don't want them to happen, but even if they believe, they don't believe it. This will be built, and I 100% believe that this will be built. That's the process we have started. This project have been up to 20% of road construction already, because we are doing a lot of the bridges, forward lines, we are doing most of the filling in, so that more have been done. We just waiting for the drive to come so we can continue and complete our section.
Well, I mean, so I will take leave of you now while we follow some of the works here that are being done. And we will still get back to you to provide other information as the need be.
Thank you, Joseph, and let me say thank you to the public. We save conscientize you to drive with care. There's a major construction ongoing on the RIA, which is just 45 kilometers of the road. Take your time to drive when you reach to the area where we have major construction work, where machines are offline. Take your time and drive with care. We will be on this road. If you have any concern as a journalist, join us and ask your questions. We'll answer your questions. We are here in the field. We're going to be answering your questions.
Minister, before you leave, something just came to mind. I was discussing the flooding situation. The place used to be too flooded since you started the work, and we are not experiencing much flooding situation because all the communities, when it rains, sometimes the homes, everything get flooded.
Yeah, that's why you see there's a lot of these covered lands in put here. So all the water being collected and put in your pipeline and rain and going across them. So this is why we see we're taking our time to build a road. People just think is that there's something to build right. No, these are steps that been follow the steps to build this road. So you will not see the area being flooded anytime soon. That's why we see we're making sure that everywhere that there's a need for drainage, cover or bridge, where there's a
all right, thank you so very kindly. So there you have it, the Minister of Public Works, Madam Ruth Coker-Collins, the Public Works Minister, and a female engineer, civil engineer, and she, you know too, she's a female, so the pressure when it comes, it's sometimes playable. But she's not just an ordinary female, she's a soldier. Every night she's on the road. Every night she's on the road. So as you can see, the works are ongoing here at along the RIA Road, and we just hope and pray that this project can become a success, so that the beneficiaries is not just the government of Liberia. The beneficiary will be the people of Liberia. So when you think of the RIA Road, do not think that it is one intended to score some political mark. No. It is for the Liberian people. So roads connectivity affects everyone positively. So when it is constructed during the tenure of His Excellency, that the George Manawia, it is only but meet that we all can lend helping hand in ensuring that the project is completed successfully. Yes, there are challenges like you heard from the minister. There will always be challenges, but the politicize every little issue, I think is not healthy for our democracy. It may not be the infrastructural sector, it could be some other sector. So all we need to do is to work together as Liberians. And there is a section of the guns. We're no longer fighting war, and the fact that we are no longer fighting war, it means that things are bound to improve. And one of those things that we hope to improve is the expansion and reconstruction of the RIA Road. So again, have a very good time. We will get back to you before the end of the day, because we will be on the road 24/7. We will be on the road 24/7, providing those pieces of information needed for the public. So if you have any other information different from what is transpiring here, you need to come here and don't just go providing information, spewing things that are not happening along this corridor. Have a very good time.